You guys, I am back and I am cooking again. This time I'm gonna make some sort of a chicken vegetable kind of soup, and by vegetable I mean there's only gonna be like 2 vegetables in there. But I have my chicken wings. They're whole, they're not portioned, and I cleaned them. I'm gonna show you the rest of the ingredients, but right now I'm gonna get these into a hot pot for their first boil, because I'm kind of gonna prepare it like you prepare a Bahamian sauce, where you have to boil it several times, the chicken, to boil away the fat and the murky, like gross stuff that you kind of like don't want to ingest, because I want a clear broth to this chicken vegetable soup kind of a thing. And I also didn't portion my wings, meaning like I didn't separate them. Like all of this is gonna go into the soup. So back in a bit. I'm just gonna get these in a pot. Is in the water in a pot. I think this is about 2 pounds of chicken wings. And as you can see, I got a large pot and I just filled it with enough water to cover the chicken. And I'm just gonna have this boil on high heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then you'll see what I mean about murky stuff that I wanna boil away from the chicken before I actually start adding other ingredients and vegetables and so on and etc. Okay, so then while that chicken's boiling for a couple minutes, I'm actually gonna get the ingredients ready for Johnny cake, which is like a Bahamian bread that goes with all of our soups. To be honest, there's no particular soup that I've found that you can't have Johnny cake with, but most of the times it goes with chicken sauce. But being that this is kind of like sauce minus 2 or 3 ingredients, adding 2 or 3 ingredients, I'm gonna make it. This is my first time making it, and I figure, heck, why not? So ingredients would be 3 cups of flour. I have all-purpose and I have bread flour. I am thinking it's all-purpose, but I don't know if I have 3 cups. So I think I'm just gonna do 2 of all-purpose, 1 of bread flour. Bread flour should be good for this recipe. There's gonna be a tablespoon of baking powder, which I have. Half a cup of shortening. I went for Crisco. Hello, it is what it is. And then there's going to be a tablespoon of salt and a 1/4 cup of sugar, and then 2/3 cups of milk, whole milk. So I'm about to do all the dry ingredients and then we'll do everything else. So wish me luck, as this is the first time that I'm making this. And then just a quick update on the chicken. This is the stuff that we're, ooh, look at all that. This is what we're gonna get rid of. So I'm gonna drain all of this, change out the water. It needs to probably boil for like another time before we're done. Like, and then we can start assembling everything else. So let me chuck this and start again. And you can like see the fat, like look at all that. You like that slightly yellow stuff? That's fat from under the skin and all that. And this is like the blood. Oh, look at that, look at that. Okay, let's change this. All right, so second time over with clean water. Yeah, second boil. Again, I'm not adding anything into the water. It's no salt, no lime juice, nothing. Just the chicken, just the water for boiling purposes and purifying purposes only. Okay. So before that, I was told to poke a few holes into the top. I really hope this ends up tasting like what I'm used to. Either way, we gonna eat it. Okay, either way. I might brush it with a little bit of butter in the last few, you know what I mean, minutes. Just because. Anyways, see y'all on the other side of this. Okay, so as you can see on the second boil, there's a lot less murk. So I think that we are good to go. We can start adding ingredients to flavor the broth after I toss this water out and refill it again for boiling. Yeah, all right, let's do that. So to this, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon, well, let's do maybe 2 tablespoons of canola. This is about 4 to 5 cups of water. Okay, so about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. Add 2 cubes of the Maggi vegetable bouillon. 2. Crumple that in there. Yeah, I am making a video. Noisy husband. Doing this as I go. I'm gonna add a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of black pepper, about half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of thyme, dried thyme leaves. And just to start, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt. If I feel like I need to add more, I will, hopefully not. I'm gonna add like 2.5 bay leaves, I guess, I don't know. Throw those in there as well. The carrots are gonna take 10,000 years because they're so obnoxious, too obnoxious to be that kind of a vegetable any which way. I'm gonna add them in now because they're gonna take the longest to cook. That was about 3 carrots chopped up, so you know, yeah, go with God on that. Okay, so I did go ahead and taste the broth. I added an additional teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of Badia complete seasoning, and then 1 teaspoon of Badia's lemon pepper. So we are gonna let this do its thing for about 10 minutes and then see where we go from there. Okay, I'm also gonna add 3/4 cups of freshly squeezed lime juice. I don't know why I freshly squeezed this. I got a bottle of the, you know, the already made stuff, but I think this might just be better for it. Anyways, 3 cups, even though you're only gonna see me add in 1. And like, look at how much cleaner the broth is after you boiled it those few times. So here we go. Okay, last thing I'm gonna add in here is the potatoes, and then at the bottom, if you can see, there are some onions, or at least you'll see when I pour them in. There are 3 kinds of potatoes. I got red potatoes, I got these beautiful golden yellow ones, and then your regular, I think, white Idaho potatoes. So in they go, and there go the onions as well. And then those will be the last things I add. Give it all a good stir. There we go. Here we go. And then lid back on, or at least slightly on. Now the Johnny cake is tripping me out. Like, it's weird because this is what it's looking like. It's looking very dry, giving desert. Also in the center, because you can see I've been kind of like picking at it or whatever, it's very doughy. I don't know, this might be a flop, but I'm hoping, because I've been resetting it for the last like 20 minutes. It's been in there for like 40 minutes now because the center is so gamey or doughy. I don't know what we're doing, but either way we're gonna eat it, or so my husband says. Okay, so this is all done. I can tell because the potatoes are like soft enough, not too overcooked, but soft enough. Now, with this bread situation, I don't know. I will say this. So like, okay, it doesn't look bad, right? It looks like bread they made in like the freaking late 1800s. Am I right? I have, like, in this whole debacle, looked up another recipe on Google. So look forward to me bringing that recipe to you. But I'm still going to try this. I'm going to eat this. Nothing could taste bad if it's, like, soaked in that broth that we work so hard to make. So, like, I'm not mad about it. But let's go ahead and chalk this up as a fail for now. A fail for now. All right, I'm going to plate up the kids, and then I'll plate up mine, and then I'll try it for the first bite, and I'll let you know what I think. Alrighty. Putting some chicken in there. Is that 2 pieces? All right, 2 pieces to start ain't bad. 2 pieces to start ain't bad. I got to take those bay leaves out. Carrots, some of those potatoes, some onions. Some of that broth. I wonder where the potatoes. Oh, because like I know I put like a lot of potatoes in there. And that's that. And you know what? I am gonna take a piece of this horrible bread. Hold on a second. I forgot to give you all the first bite. Look at where I'm at already. Oh my god. Sorry about the lighting. According to them dishes, all those bowls you can see in the back there, I need to go deal with that. But not before this. Listen to me. It was good. It was really, really good. Like, I ain't mad at it. The bread was fine. I give it like a 7. I give the sauce, not the sauce, but I give the soup like a 9. But them together, I give a 9.5. So, carrots were great. Onions were cooked to perfection. You know, like potatoes, chicken's good. Baby's acting crazy. Because the baby's the only one that didn't get none. Anyways, this has been fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you like me. And I will catch y'all later. Okay, bye.